For as long as I remember, I've known Mike from playing during recess in elementary school to meeting up on weekends to let our kids have play dates. He's always been the same laid-back, down-to-earth kind of person. His parents, brother, and sister were too the same. They felt like a second family to me. His dad, on the other hand, always used to make me wonder, though, every time we were up in the mountains, whether he was trying to punish us or if he was just trying to set a personal goal of how far he could get us to fly across the lake without being on the tube. And regardless, it was always fun, and I'm pretty sure Lance is the record holder for the most airtime and longest distance. Mike's always been a hard-working, independent person. He's made his way through life and is very talented at what he does. He's always kept himself busy, whether it be at work or doing work for himself. I've always admired everything he does and where it's got him to be where he's at today. He was always working hard so he could get a house and start a family there. In fact, I wouldn't doubt it if he booked the honeymoon trip after he lined up some side work in the week after Mexico. So, Desi, I don't know if you want to check your bags, make sure you don't have any body hammers or a paint gun in there. Don't have a hairdryer or nothing there. About 9 years ago, you could tell Mike just wasn't Mike. You know, a lot of things were changing, and it was starting to show. And Austin, just so you know, it's not the same changes you just learned about in health class, but don't worry about it, man. You'll figure out what they were talking about one of these days. He was quiet and stressed out, and you could tell he just wasn't him. I stopped to see him one day, and he was just out polishing his truck, and he just looked anxious and ambitious and looked like he was on a mission to do something. Couldn't quite tell what it was, and we had planned to go out to the Poconos with his dad, Lance, me, and Carrie. And he had already gone up there, and I was going to come up the next day, and I was on my way up. Then the phone rang, and I found out what his mission was. Hey, dude, there's a new girl at work. I've been hearing about her for a while. Then I got to see her the other day, and then she texted me. She's from the city, but I work with her. Hold on, I got another text. I gotta get to this. I'll talk to you later. I continue with my drive up to Carrie's place, and when I got there, I see Mike just glued to his phone. And every 30 seconds, we heard that tone of, Tika, Tika, Tika. Hey guys, she texted me again. All right, that's cool. You want to go out on the boat? Tika, Tika, Tika. Hold on a second. Nothing mattered to him more than talking to her. We laughed and joked the rest of the weekend, but it was obvious he was crazy for her. Not long after that, we got the pleasure of meeting the new city girl from work.
I put fighters.
I never thought you would be able to hear somebody laughing and yelling over the sound of two motorcycles tearing down the road, but she proved me wrong. There was never a dull moment with her whenever she was around. Full of energy and excitement and laughing every time, from tractors driving down the road to sinking trucks and creeks. Definitely one of a kind. She always found a way to keep everyone entertained. More importantly, she made Mike happy. They have practically been inseparable since day one. As we got to know her, we also got to know her family. They were all welcoming, fun group of people, who would talk to you as if you were part of the family. Only one I haven't met is you. I'm Zach, by the way. Nice to meet you. Every time I come around that family, Neen has to reintroduce us. So, but I've seen you two with each other, and I've seen you two without each other, and now that you have a family and you have a beautiful baby girl together, and I know that you guys are truly happy together, and I wish you guys the best, and I love you both. So, don't be afraid to make more kids. It's about the fourth time I'm ever hugging her. So.